Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. My name is Vickie Hadge, and this is Even So It Is Well. On my channel, I share videos on living well with MS and chronic illness. Today, I'm going to share some of my favorite resources for information on living well. I hope that they will help you to live better, healthier, and more informed with your MS or chronic illness, or just to live better overall. This list includes doctors, nutritionists, coaches, websites, books, documentaries, and podcasts, and I will post links to all of them in the description below so you can check them out too. One of my favorites is Overcoming MS. This is a 7-step evidence-based diet and lifestyle program to help MS patients. They have an amazing website with a crazy amount of resources, including blogs, podcasts, recipes, exercises, meditations, videos, webinars, and success stories. There are also a few books about the Overcoming MS program. First, the Overcoming MS book, which is all about the program, how it came to be, and all the evidence behind it. Next, Recovering from Multiple Sclerosis, a book of stories and testimonials. This is a great book if you're newly diagnosed or struggling with your diagnosis. It shares 12 stories of MS patients and how they've made some huge improvements following this program. And their most recent book is the Overcoming Multiple Sclerosis Handbook. It talks about what MS is, the 7-step program, and has chapters from medical specialists, members of the OMS community, and other experts. The insights from these contributors can be so beneficial. Next are 2 neurologists that I really like, Dr. Boster and Dr. Beaber. They both have YouTube channels, and I find them very helpful and enjoyable. Oftentimes, when we have our appointments with our neurologist, we have limited time with them, and we may not get all the answers to all of our questions, or we may forget to ask the questions, or we may forget the answers they gave us by the time that we get out to our cars to drive home. Can you relate? Let me know in the comments below if you can. Both doctors have fun personalities and are wicked smart. Check out their videos for information on symptoms, disease-modifying treatments, the research, exercise, and more. Dr. Boster also does live streams where you can ask him questions. To help with exercise and movement with MS, I have 2 recommendations, Dr. Gretchen Hawely and the MS Gym. Dr. Gretchen is a physical therapist and MS specialist, and her YouTube channel has a lot of really helpful videos on exercise hacks, muscle tightness, and spasticity. And they're specifically designed for MS patients. She also has a program called The Missing Link, where you can learn all about MS and the specific exercises to improve mobility and reduce fatigue. I had the pleasure of interviewing Dr. Gretchen on my channel, and you can check that out in the link above and also in the description below. The MS Gym. Trevor Wicken is the owner of the MS Gym, and he is a strength and conditioning specialist, a medical exercise specialist, and a corrective exercise specialist. He has a program designed specifically for MS patients. He has a ton of free videos and resources to help us exercise safely, correctly, and effectively in order to manage our symptoms and to teach our brains new ways to move around the damaged nerves and perhaps slow the progression of our MS. The remaining resources are centered around food. I am a foodie. I love food. Many of you know that I follow a whole food, plant-based diet to help manage my MS and keep me as healthy as possible so I don't develop other conditions, because MS patients are more likely to develop depression, anxiety, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, thyroid disease, inflammatory bowel disease, and more. Yeah, we're lucky that way. A whole food, plant-based diet can help with all of these. There are lots of great documentaries to support plant-based eating, but 2 of my favorites are Forks Over Knives and The Game Changers. Forks Over Knives is a documentary about using food as medicine. It shares the stories of Dr. T. Colin Campbell, a nutritional biochemist from Cornell University, and Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, a former top surgeon at the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic. It shows their research into how a plant-based diet can prevent and reverse many diseases. It also shares the story of several people that had chronic conditions and how a plant-based diet helped them. Now, this movie was made back in 2011, but the content is still relevant and it made a huge impact on me and my family. Also, be sure to check out the book and their website. It has everything you need to learn how to become plant-based. They also have an amazing app full of great recipes. It's my go-to app for plant-based recipes. The Game Changers, made in 2019, is a seriously game-changing movie. It's about plant-based athletes. It clears up a lot of the myths about fueling our bodies and performance. It is entertaining and informative. It's worth watching just to see the humorous responses of college-age men when they see how they can prove their, well, shall I say, ability to raise the flag. Also, check out their website for additional resources like recipes, articles, and a meal plan. On YouTube, I follow many channels that I find really helpful as well. A few of my favorites are nutritionfacts.org. It is a nonprofit organization that was founded by Dr. Michael Greger, and it provides free updates on the latest in nutrition research via bite-sized videos. Let's face it, there's a lot of research out there, and it's oftentimes hard to know where to find the information and how to interpret it. Dr. Greger and his team do all the work for us, and they present the information in a way that's easy to understand. Check out their website as well for additional resources too. I've also read Dr. Greger's book on how not to die. Now, it's not about avoiding dying. It's about avoiding dying prematurely of preventable diseases such as heart disease, some cancers, and diabetes by changing our diet to support our health. There are many studies showing that we do have control of disease, and yes, even our genes to help us prevent disease. Next is Mike the Vegan. Mike describes himself as a vegan science writer. He's studying public health and is on his way to a master's degree. He loves to debunk myths, share information on the health benefits of a vegan diet, and the environmental impacts of diet. He is also really funny, and honestly, we could all use a dose of humor now and then. I also follow Simnett Nutrition on YouTube. Derek Simnett is a certified nutritional practitioner and a bodybuilder. He's also a lot of fun. He and his girlfriend share amazing and tasty recipes and exercise tips. They're two of the most genuine and kind people, and it's just a joy to watch them. Derek is a font of knowledge and an all-around good guy, and he never fails to brighten my spirits. Next is Plant Strong by Engine 2. Their purpose is to simplify the journey to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle with a complete ecosystem of education, support, and delicious meal solutions. Plant Strong was founded by Rip Esselstyn, the son of Dr. Esselstyn that I mentioned in Forks Over Knives, and he was a Texas firefighter and triathlete, and he co-produced the movie The Game Changers. This channel has videos to help you go plant-based and amazing podcasts with some great guests that include doctors, athletes, and other plant-based experts. I've read Rip's books, The Engine 2 Diet and The Engine 2 Diet Cookbook, and love them both. The lasagna recipe and the brownie recipe are on our regular rotation in our house. They also have Plant Strong foods that you can buy, a meal planner, and more on their website. Eat, Move, Rest is another channel that I enjoy. Dusty and Aaron share videos on the 3 basic things that we should be doing daily: eating, moving, and resting. They share a ton of recipes that are easy to prepare and family friendly. I get a kick out of watching them raise their children and watching the kids eat fantastic plant-based foods. If you have kids and are not sure what to feed them, be sure to check out their channel. Next is Natalie Stewart from The Wholehearted Vegan. On her YouTube channel, she shares advice on how to become vegan, tips, and recipes. She gives guidance to support those wanting to move to a vegan lifestyle. In her videos, she shares stories of her journey to becoming vegan and ways to incorporate vegan living into your daily life. Rachel Detroit Coaching has a YouTube channel where Rachel shares information and tips on improving health, including sleep hygiene, nutrition, physical movement, substance intake, stress management, and social connection. She is an amazing chef, and she shares creative and easy recipes and shows how quick and easy it is to cook healthy and nourishing food. She also has a great Facebook community where she shares meal prep videos and motivational messages. Lastly, I'd like to share 2 books that had a huge effect on me and my family as we transitioned to whole food plant-based: The China Study and How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. The China Study by T. Colin Campbell, from Forks Over Knives fame, and his son, Dr. Thomas M. Campbell, is the largest population study ever on diet and disease. It's a pretty heavy book with lots of research and data, but I loved it. I'm kind of a data geek. It shows so clearly the connection between diet and disease. Both my family and my husband's family have lost members to heart disease and other preventable diseases, and this book helped us to understand why. Once we know the why, it's easier for us to implement changes to our diet to support our own health. How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, from Forks Over Knives fame, and Rip Esselstyn's dad. Do you see a trend here? It's a book that explains how we can not only stop heart disease, but can reverse it. Heart disease remains the #1 cause of death of Americans, and it's tragic to me that we have the power to change that by what's at the end of our forks. I actually traveled to the Cleveland Clinic and took the Esselstyn Heart Disease Program, where I learned all about his research right from him. How everything we eat has the ability to harm us or help us, and we don't have to be afraid of heart disease. I could go on and on about other resources, but these are just a few of my favorites, and I have put links to all these resources in the description below for you to check out. The question of the day is, what are some of your favorite resources that you use to stay well with your MS or chronic illness? Let me know in the comments below. To see more on how I live well with my MS, check out this video next. And also, please, to help me out in the algorithm and to help others to find this channel, please like, subscribe, and ring the notifications bell. Until next time, my dear friends, be well.